Again, you start off with that? No, stop, no, TJ. Part 2 of the Mustang Supercharger install. Yesterday, we made tons of groundwork, so if you haven't seen that video, click the card up in the top hand corner of the screen and go get up to date. So much progress was made yesterday, and we're actually gonna be doing some modification now to the actual block of the motor itself. We did all the disassembly. Now, before we start reassembling everything else, we have to cut minor pieces off of the actual motor. What?
We're not qualified for this.
We're not qualified. At this point, any viewer is like, wow, they're gonna take a grinding wheel to the block? That's pretty skilled, bro. Don't be fooled. We are underqualified. We do not know what we're doing, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a try, and you're gonna watch. That's just the way that this channel goes. So sit back, relax, get your monster, and enjoy the video. What an intro.
I think you're pretty good though, honestly.
Yeah, no, we're close.
In the instructions, we're following step by step, but we ran into the part where we have to cut stuff. There's no way that you could just blindly cut something without figuring out what goes there. Everything on the instructions starts to add up. So you see how that bolt goes? This cut right here is very important to clear this bracket. And then the pulley system has to clear these two.
So we shaved that down, and if you remove this cup, you can see a cross section that we had to make, and then like a 50-degree cut. So it looked a little scary when we were reading how to do it, but once doing it and once Calvin found out what piece went there, we were able to double check all the fittings and make sure everything fit. But that was pretty cool. Some block modification, and now we still have some more modifications to make, so
we have to do this thing.
now we move on. Now that we're done modifying the block, the next thing we're gonna be doing is kind of dialing up the wiring for the car. What's cool is that the kit comes with all the new wiring labeled and already loomed nicely. There is some slight modification we need to do. We need to change some pinouts on some of the harness. For example, right now Calvin is grabbing the Pt.2 sensor, and we're gonna be rewiring the pins to coordinate with this plug. So essentially, this plug and the plug that Calvin is holding are the same plug-in, but we're gonna be rechanging the wire output so that it matches up with these wires. It sounds a little bit more complicated just because I don't really know how to explain it that well, but it's fairly simple. I just finished pulling out all these stock spark plugs out of the motor. We're gonna be putting in some new spark plugs now, and we're gonna be regapping these to 0.9 mils and throwing these in the car. We're actually getting closer to our stopping date for today. I wanted to try to get a little bit farther, but we ran into some hiccups and whatnot. And actually one of the clips that was supposed to be provided with the kit never made it in the packaging. So they have to overnight one of the clips, and that kind of ate up some of our time. And we can't really progress too far until we have that clip. I'm gonna regap all these spark plugs, throw these back in. But before I do that, and forget get to do this, I wanna give you guys a closer rundown as to how far we got today, because what we did today was pretty much all the prep for the blower and the pulleys and all that type of stuff. It was a lot of wiring and wire tucking and splicing and what I would more so call the boring part of the install. And we also modified the block today. Like, what? That was kind of nuts. I guess you could call them like piggyback harnesses. We ended up removing some of the harnesses and we're gonna be repinning these into new plugs, but that pretty much clipped into these now stock OEM looking harnesses. The wire management at the moment is a little rough. That's just because we're not 100% dialed in yet, but I have this running down the main engine harness all the way to the back of the cylinders, wrapped the way around, and we're gonna be feeding in some more fuses and plugs over here. We had to modify some of the rod knock sensors and move those off to the sides and kind of re-loom those wires as well. With all these nubs shaved off, we're able to fit our new bracket that's gonna hold our extra pulleys for the supercharger. And as you guys just saw, we removed the coils and took out the spark plugs. And a little pro tip, if you're ever removing coils, be sure to label them so that when you put them back, you don't have them in the wrong order. So we went ahead and labeled all of those as well. And as I said, we are going to be gapping these 2.9 mils. I've actually never gapped spark plugs before. I've never needed to. Kind of weird that I've never done it before, but we're gonna be putting these 2.9 mils. I just had Mickey give me a little rundown on how to do this and not destroy them. So let's hope I'm doing this right for my first time, but we're gonna peel back this without damaging anything. I'm gonna open it up just a little bit. And this is a tool from Tang that I really like. It's a gap measuring tool. So all these different blades are different depths. So this is 0.9. So pretty much what I'm doing is if I can fit that in there and it fits pretty snug, and then that's what I'm looking for. I have a little bit of place so I can actually close this just a little bit. Okay, that one's done. And I already did this one previously, but I'm gonna do this to all 8 spark plugs. I'm probably not gonna show you that because it's very meticulous and not that fun to watch, but you get the idea. If you've never learned how to gap spark plugs, now we just learn together. Very, very simple. This is something I've actually never had to do before. Although we just had people over last night, tonight we're actually hosting a open house party because for the most part our house is put together, meaning like furniture and the couch and things like that. We're not fully done decorating it, but like the fundamentals and essentials are pretty much all here. So Sabrina actually put together a housewarming party, so we're gonna have like 20 to 25 people over tonight. I'm gonna leave the camera just out on tables and out on counters and whatnot, and if the camera gets picked up by me or whomever, it will make it into the vlog, or you might not get any footage from tonight. I'm not quite sure. My focus isn't to vlog so much tonight, but more to just enjoy tonight and enjoy having like all of our friends over at the same time. So just giving you a little heads up.
Man, someone really blew up that bathroom, dude.
If you've been watching this channel long enough, I don't even need to tell you what just happened. It's something that you should just know.
Someone's really gross, dude.
Crack a window, Ben.
I smell the Febreze now. I know I never used the bathroom.
This fool,
You fucking broke your toilet, and it's broken right now.
What? Who clogged my toilet again?
It's not working.
Stop clogging my toilet.
It's broken.
Who was it? It was one of you.
It's okay. It's quarantine.
It was a fucking cat. It's okay if I eat it.
Yes, you can have some. Fuck, mother. What a majestic boy. Kona, look up. You just can never get close enough, buddy, huh? If anybody else out there has golden retrievers, one thing that I absolutely love about this breed is that he's like so emotional. Compared to Blue, who is a husky, Blue is such like a, he's very lovable, but he's so stubborn. And this guy, he like feels emotion and like needs your like love and support at all times. That's what makes this guy my little special dude. Kona, I literally, the camera won't pick that up. And I've told you guys this before, I have told you guys this before, but Kona literally has like a farting issue. He farts more than any dog I've ever had in my life, and he's like the 5th dog that I've had. He literally just had like a fart that was just like the sound of air. Didn't have like, normally he has like human audible farts, but this time it wasn't, but they reek. Oh my God, right now it smells so bad. Ugh. And Dustin today literally crapped his pants and stunk up the whole entire house. On that note, we are actually gonna take a 1-day break on the Mustang build. As I've seen everywhere in the comments, every single Mustang owner is saying you need to upgrade the oil pump gears. So I saw that, I listened, I literally just overnighted billet oil pump gears. Those won't be here for another 2 days, and we're gonna need like as much space inside the motor as we need. So we're gonna take a brief 1-day pause on that build before going back to it. So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do tomorrow, but I wanna say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. When you guys like the video, it helps out so much. Just because of the amount of likes that you guys got on that video and the amount of comments that got to the trending page, and that helps out the channel like more than you can ever understand. So thank you guys for liking the videos and commenting. We're gonna end it here. I'm going to bed with these 2 boys. I will see you guys, the vlog, in a couple hours. Keep those outros coming. I love seeing what you guys have to come up with. Peace out and keep moving forward.
And I'm feeling